A day-to-day routine. This is something, no matter what industry we're in, it needs to be implemented so we can know exactly what to do in order to have success. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my page, MoneyMaking Juggernaut. I'm your host, Eric Richardson, the #1 educator in the asset recovery business. Today, I have a great video in store. I am gonna break down the daily activities you need to do and show you exactly how you can implement in your surplus funds business. So I have here a list of items that we should be doing on a daily basis. It involves tracking sales, managing your leads, following up on claims, performance tracking with KPIs, communication with your team and organization, marketing and outreach, and then ultimately creating a daily to-do list. All right, so let's go ahead and break down all of these different activities so you can know exactly what you should be doing. For starters, sales tracking. I always preach, guys, we need 3 states and 5 counties that we can target so that we can be narrow focused and we know exactly what we need to do. Well, if you know those 3 states and 5 counties, you should know when they're having sales. So simply come to your computer and figure out, hey, if I'm working Miami, Florida, I can take a look at their auction calendar. They're having sales basically Monday through Friday. You might be working sales in Illinois. They might have sales Monday through Thursday. You might be working sales in Ohio. They only have sales once a week. So for starters, you need to figure out when the counties and states that you're targeting are actually having foreclosures. The next thing we need to do is figure out what websites we can get the sales results. Is it directly on the county's website? Do I need to use a third-party website? Do I need to attend in person? We need to figure that out. Once we know what we're doing, we're going to be tracking the sales. We need to verify that the property has actually sold for a higher amount. So you guys should be verifying the auction results, identifying properties with surplus funds. We should also be cross-referencing surplus lists that are provided by the county and trustees with our own data. So if you see a list of existing funds and maybe you've prepared your own list, you want to cross-reference for accuracy. We also can be assigning these tasks over to a virtual assistant. In this business, you don't have to do everything by yourself. It's super time consuming. I always recommend using expertise outsourcing VAs. They're only $5 an hour and they can do all of that research for you. They'll target the counties you want to work, they'll identify properties that have a surplus, and they will prepare a spreadsheet and perform skip tracing for you. Number 2 is going to be CRM management and lead tracking. If you guys have a CRM such as Excess Elite, which I recommend, this is going to be a platform here where you can import your leads, you can manage your contacts, you can market through blast text, emails, calling, and you can ultimately keep track of all your claimants. They have a pipeline, you can see what status they're in. So when it comes to this, you need to have structure. First, we need to be logging into our CRM, making sure that we do not have any missed messages. You guys would be surprised how many students come to me and they say, hey Eric, I want you to help me out. I'm a little bit lost. First thing I do is come to their marketing platform, the CRM, and I see many missed messages. They're not prioritizing their responses and they're just simply not checking the platform. So something as simple as checking your messages with a daily routine is going to increase your closing because you're going to increase your attention to the clients. Next, we have ensure that our automated SMSs and emails are actually functioning correctly. It's technology, guys. Sometimes there's bugs, there's things that could potentially go wrong, and we want to make sure that it's running smoothly on a day-to-day basis. Next, we have categorized leads based on priority and claim status. If we have somebody that has gotten back to us, they reached back out to us, they saw a mailer, they saw a text message, they gave us a call back, that needs to be priority. If we have a claim where we've already signed the contract and submitted the claim, well, guess what? Our follow-up is our priority. Regardless, guys, we need to understand that certain claims are more important than others. And guess what? All of this can also be offsetted to a CRM manager. Expertise Outsourcing offers CRM managers at $5 an hour as well. Next up, we have follow-up and claim progress monitoring. Guys, in this business, you don't just sign somebody up, you get the check the next day, boom, 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 wash your hands and it's done. Quite honestly, it's the complete opposite. You get somebody signed up, you're gonna have to wait some time until you actually get paid. So this means we need follow-up. Follow-up with the client, follow-up with the attorney, follow-up with the county or trustee, follow up with the claimant. There's gonna be so many different avenues that we have to follow up, and you should be ensuring that you're actually executing this on a day-to-day basis. So we should be contacting our potential claimants, we should be following up with the counties, we need to verify that the documents that we have are correct, and then quite simply, we can create a nice follow-up schedule with the claimant. You don't have to talk to the claimant every day or every week, just give them a notification on when we expect payouts and let them know that if they have any questions that they can contact you. Next, we have KPI and performance tracking. KPI, key performance indicators. We need to understand, if I'm marketing, what does that look like? And a lot of you guys honestly aren't doing this. If I'm making calls, how many calls did I make throughout the day? How many people answered the phone? How many people were correct? And how many people did I get the email? Same thing for text. How many texts did I send? How many people text me back? How many people did I get their email to send a contract? Same thing with mailers. How many mailers did I send? How many people called me back? How many people were ready to move forward? You guys have to implement some tracking in your business. Next, we have team communication and optimization. So on a day-to-day basis, you guys should be communicating with your team. Check in with them. Hey guys, what auctions do we have today? Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're tracking those sales. End of day comes, make sure you verify that the team went ahead and got those sales. If you identify a surplus, for example, we were doing a training yesterday. Florida brought about over 48 surplus opportunities in just one day. And in this business, I always talk about speed. You have to be the first or second company contacting them. So if you're not tracking the sales and moving forward, somebody else is. Then we have here communication so that we can adjust our strategies, figure out what's working, what do we need to improve on, and communicate with your team. Last but not least, guys, we have marketing and outreach. On a day-to-day basis, we need to be executing our marketing. You need to be hopping on that phone, making calls, or making sure your team is doing that. You need to be sending out your text messages. If you're implementing mailers, you need to incorporate that. If you're searching people on social media like Facebook or LinkedIn, you need to do that. This business simply involves effort. If you guys apply many of these daily activities to your surplus funds business, you will see your productivity increase, and you will also see your clients close more deals. If you guys are interested in learning exactly how to do this business step by step from somebody who's been doing it since 2018, check the link in the bio, and I'm looking forward to helping you out.